But first, right now we're under a weather impact alert as heavy rain moves through the Houston area, and this could last well into the night. We're already seeing reports of high water spots like right here, what you're looking at right now along the East Freeway at McCarty, where drivers are being turned around. If you're out driving tonight, please remember to take it slow, and when in doubt, you can't say it enough, turn around, don't drown. We've got team coverage tonight tracking where the heaviest rain is falling, but first we head over to meteorologist Chris Ramirez. And Chris, you are tracking some treacherous weather outside.
Yes, that is the case, and we are starting to see that rain now moving into the northern portions of Houston. It was over the east side of town. Now we're seeing heavy rain happening in and around just north of the I-10 corridor. That includes 45, north portions of the Sam Houston Tollway near the Bush Airport. So if you are traveling in that direction, you might want to just really pay attention to the road conditions as well as where that heavy rain is falling. And we're seeing some lightning with that. And so as we take a look at currently what's happening right now, the National Weather Service did issue a flood advisory for North Houston, which includes Aldine, Bunker Hill Village, and Spring Valley until 8:45 this evening. So that's in a couple of hours as this rain is falling pretty heavily. The area that was receiving most of the heavier downpours that were along the East Freeway is seeing somewhat of a break, but we're still seeing that flood advisory in place for that region until 6:30. We still have some of that rain moving in and mostly off towards the east. I'm going to go ahead and step off screen here and zoom out to see exactly what's happening and what's approaching from the west. We still have these downpours that are still going to be moving into our area. So these training downpours, of course, as that cold front makes its way towards the south, especially from the southwest, is going to be the case, especially as we go into the next several hours. So when it comes to the rain accumulations, East Houston, getting close to 3 inches of rain, close to 4 inches of rain in some locations. Just keep in mind, it only takes between 2 and 3 inches of rain accumulations to cause issues on roadways, and we're seeing that already. Areas in North Houston, this is where the rain is falling the heaviest at the moment. We're just about approaching 2 inches along I-45. So I-45, I'd say, is about to get a little treacherous, and we're going to start seeing that minor ponding becoming a bit more widespread, especially along I-45 north of 610. So if you're traveling in that direction, I would just stay off the roadways for the time being. Looking at our future track, we're expecting these downpours to continue. This is all associated with a cold front that's making its way into the Houston area. It's going to slow down a bit, and it's going to keep that rain chance there at least for much of the evening. So as far as 8:30, maybe 10 o'clock, we are expecting those downpours to continue at least through the overnight hours, and we're not going to really get that rain chance out of the picture until 5 to 6 o'clock in the morning for Sunday. So a long period of rainy weather. Weather impact alert until overnight. Heavy rain and minor flooding definitely is going to be the case for today. So take it easy on the roadways, and like Trayson just said, turn around, don't drown.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. Yeah, a lot of rain falling right now. Like you said, it's going to be lasting for quite some time. Thank you so much, Chris. All right, now let's get to Megan Reyna, who is in East Houston, not far from that high water spot we just showed you a few minutes ago. In fact, Megan, it looks like it's possibly right behind you. What are you seeing out there?
Yeah, Trayson, it is right behind me, and I just want to mention the rain really did start to pick up here. It is coming down even more just in the last minute, but you can see that police are allowing just 18-wheelers to get through this high water here on the freeway. So we did see there was a car that was stuck in the water that was pulled out about 10 minutes ago that luckily I think everyone was okay from what we could see, but a tow truck was able to pull out a vehicle that was stuck there. So if you are in a regular car, you're not in a truck driver, there is no way that you should be trying to go through this area right now here near McCarty Street and also the North Wayside exit. Now this has been blocked off for more than an hour here on I-10. Now police are obviously, like we just saw, only letting those 18-wheelers come through. We do see a truck they might possibly allow through. We're not even seeing any other activity on the other side, so both directions are being closely monitored by law enforcement. We did reach out to TxDOT to see if there maybe is a drainage issue here, if there are some drains that have been clogged, if there's maybe a particular reason why this area is flooding so much, other than the fact that obviously this rain has come quickly and it's coming pretty steadily. We're still waiting for that response to see if there's anything that they can do to help resolve this issue, or if this is just a case of Mother Nature and we just have to wait out to see what happens the rest of this evening. But like y'all have been saying back in the studio, you know, biggest message right now is if you can avoid being out on the road, especially in this area, then that's the best bet. Just stay at home, and because it can, even just with a little bit of rain, get a little bit dangerous here on the roads. But we'll continue to monitor what's happening out here and let you know if this does eventually reopen. And of course, we'll be keeping an eye on other areas that are prone to flooding around Houston. Reporting live, Megan Reyna, KHOU 11 News.
Well, we know you'll stay on top of it and stay safe out there. Thanks so much, Megan. Now let's get to Orko Mena, who is in Edo at a Fleet Week event. Orko, organizers are now making changes considering the wet conditions.
Yeah, I spoke to an organizer a short time ago, and he told me that because of the rainy weather right now, the event is now ending at 7 o'clock tonight instead of 9 o'clock as originally planned. There's also no music or any performances. You can take a look here. There's not a whole lot of people out here, but we still are seeing some folks and some service members out here as well. Now we want to show you some video from a little bit earlier. We saw plenty of people who did show up in the elements bringing ponchos, wearing those ponchos and other rain gear to try and keep themselves dry. As I mentioned, we're still seeing large groups of service members from the Navy out here as well. I'm told the goal was to have 1,000 of them here, but that was before the storms rolled through. There is still plenty of food and fun to be had out here. We saw one lady handing out conchas to service members and residents. Everyone here having a good time despite the rain.
It's fun. Rain never stopped anything because we're all out here, to have fun. We're not on a ship, out here representing the Navy.
You've been handing out the conchas in the rain.
Yes, it's been fun. I mean, I love dancing in the rain, so this is, just something that really didn't impact me from the rain perspective, but it was just fun being able to get out and just meet the community and hand out the conchas that we had.
Yeah, that favorite Tia who's working with the East End District tells me that Imperial Bakery actually donated 200 conchas so that they could be passed out to service members and attendees at this event. Again, the Street Fest here is wrapping up at 7 o'clock tonight in just under an hour, but there are plenty of other Fleet Week Houston events happening for the next few days. Reporting live from East Downtown, Orko Mena, KHOU 11 News.
Who's saying no to a free concha? Thank you so much, Orko. We appreciate it. All right, be sure to download our free KHOU 11 mobile app to follow the forecast and check out the live radar to see where the storms are headed anytime.